Hello and welcome. Today we're going to take a look at some of the features, benefits, and the installation of your new flush valve. ZER-HYD's HydroXpower flush valve features the winning combination of a gear-driven cartridge and hydropower. It all starts with a solenoid-free gear-driven ceramic cartridge that's less susceptible to debris and buildup for easy maintenance. Then, water flowing through the flush valve creates sustainable performance with renewable, uninterrupted hydropower. These two innovations mean that your flush valve is designed to last the life of your commercial restroom. Industry-leading filtered diaphragm, gaskets, and seals are made of chemical-resistant thermoplastic elastomer, lasting 8 to 10 times longer than traditional rubber. Sensor activation reduces guest visits without a flush and can help reduce germ transmission. The true mechanical override button delivers on-demand manual flushing. And the standard 24-hour line flushing feature helps minimize stagnation and maintain fixture trap seals to protect against sewer gases during periods of inactivity. Here's how to install your HydroXpower sensor flush valve. I'll walk you through the steps and share tips to save time and labor. Before we begin, remember, all plumbing is to be installed in accordance with applicable codes and regulations. Please read the instruction manual completely prior to installation. Here's what's included with your sensor flush valve. Here are the recommended tools for installation. Start by shutting off the main water supply and removing the flushometer if replacing an existing device. Measure the distance from the finished wall to the center line of the fixture spud. If necessary, cut the water supply pipe 1.25 inches shorter than the measurement from the wall. Smooth any rough edges where the pipe was cut. Then sweat on the adapter, as seen here, already installed. The chrome tube should reach from the wall to the first thread on the adapter. If need be, cut the chrome tube to fit. Slide the cast wall escutcheon over the chrome tube all the way until it's flush against the wall. Then tighten the set screw with a hex key. Apply thread sealing compound or pipe tape to the male NPT thread on the sweat solder adapter only. Install the control stop assembly by threading it onto the water supply pipe and tightening with a smooth jaw wrench. Prior to turning on the main water supply line, ensure all the stop valves are closed off tight by using a flathead screwdriver and turning the stop valve adjustment screw clockwise. When the stop valve is properly connected to the water supply line and water pressure is available, place a bucket under the stop valve and open it slowly by turning the flathead screwdriver counterclockwise. Allow the water supply line to flush debris or sediment that may be present in the line. Flush approximately 2 gallons of water through the pipe. Close the control stop once the lines are completely flushed. Prior to attaching the flush valve tailpiece to the control stop, inspect the tailpiece and verify that the O-ring seal is located within the O-ring groove on the tailpiece. Ensure that the locking nut and locking snap ring are also on the tailpiece. Lubricate the O-ring with water if necessary. Then insert the flush valve tailpiece into the control stop valve. Make sure the O-ring doesn't get pinched. Then tighten the locking nut using a smooth jaw wrench. For left-handed installations, at this point the sensor may not be facing forward. This is okay, this adjustment will take place later. Loosen the set screws through the 2 small holes on the shroud escutcheon by turning them counterclockwise with a hex key. Uninstall the shroud escutcheon from the valve body by turning it counterclockwise and lowering it from the shroud. Determine the required length of the vacuum breaker tube to join the flush valve and fixture spud. Cut to length if necessary. Assemble the following in this order. Insert the vacuum breaker into the vacuum breaker tube. Slide the tube nut, the spud nut, the spud escutcheon, the slip gasket, rubber gasket, and the shroud escutcheon over the vacuum breaker tube and insert the tube into the fixture spud. Hand tighten the tube nut to the valve body. Then hand tighten the spud nut onto the fixture spud. Adjust the valve assembly for plumb. loosen the locking nut if necessary. Then, tighten the fixture spud nut, the vacuum breaker tube nut, and the locking nut with a wrench. Raise the shroud escutcheon back into place and secure it with set screws. Locate the set screws on the sides of the valve head. Turn both head screws counterclockwise with the hex key until they're back into the valve head. Then remove the valve head by lifting it straight up. Insert the two AA alkaline backup batteries into the battery tray. Carefully connect the connector from the valve head to the connector from the valve body. Bundle the connected cable harness up neatly and place in the area above the backup battery tray. Then slowly lower the valve head back onto the valve body. Reinstall the valve head back onto the valve body and secure the set screws. For left-handed installations, rotate the head 180 degrees so the sensor is facing forward. Install the vandal-resistant control stop valve cover using the 5/64 hex key. Well, that's it. Your hydropower flush valve is installed and ready for use. If you need additional support, please reach out to our ZER-HYD customer care team. Be sure to check out the ZER-HYD YouTube channel for more great videos.